Very good afternoon to all. Let us start. So we are discussing with the chapter related to forecasting, and we have discussed different methods in last lecture. So just taking a review, I will take just two methods: the simple average, moving average, and weighted moving average, and then we will proceed further. So here in this quantitative forecasting method, time series method, we have discussed last lecture. So in this time series again, moving average and exponential. So we have discussed in detail about the moving average method. So in moving average, there are two types. One is simple moving average and other is weighted moving average. So in moving average, the sum of the demand for some periods. For example, let us take that. For example, the period is given 5. So we will go for sum of demand for that 5 periods divided by chosen number, that is divided by 5. So if D1, D2, D3, Dn is the demand for different periods, then moving average can be calculated by D1 plus D2 plus D3 divided by 3, or D1 plus D2 plus D3 plus D4 plus D5 divided by 5. It is the case that I am considering the months or demand for that period. For example, 3 months. For example, 5 months. So this we have discussed, and in detail I have given you the example by taking the names of different months like September, October, November, December, or 6 months, July, August, September, October, November, December, and how we can proceed by considering these months. What is 3 months? What is 5th months? That we have already discussed. And here that n is the period that should be carefully selected. In numerical, you will observe that it is given in the numerical, maybe 3 months, maybe 5 months. Where is the center of this moving average method? So you can say the center is at n plus 1 divided by 2. For example, if it is 3 months, then center is at second month. If it is 5 months, the center is at third month. So no any guess or thing is required, but still we will use that same, that n plus 1 by 2. For example, you can say here n value 5. So I can say 5 plus 1 6 divided by 2. So it is third month. Or we can say here, let us take, I will give you one example before proceeding. These examples we have discussed in last lecture also, but before proceeding, I feel that one example is required at this particular junction. So just to wait. So we can say here, so I will take the example as maybe, let us take July. I will take August. Demand is 200. September, demand 150. October, demand 300. November, demand 155, and December, demand 175. So here if I will say calculate the demand for month of January, calculate the demand for month of January by taking the 5 months average, then I can go for this January calculation as demand for August. So last 5, 200 plus 150 plus 300 plus 155 plus 175 divided by 5. This is taken by considering 5 months. Let us proceed. I will say the month of January based on previous 3 months. I will say October, November, and December. So I can say 300 plus 155 plus 175 divided by 3. So in this way, friends, we can calculate this moving average. The n may be 3 months, the n may be 5 months, no problem. And where is the center is located as far as these months are concerned? So you can say here the center is located at, I will highlight, if you take the 5 months, so n plus 1 by 2, 5 plus 1, 6 by 2 is equal to 3. The center will be located for 5 this case October, the center will be located at October. If I will take the case, one more case, I will take here just a simple January, February, and March. Okay, so these are the three. N is 3. 3 plus 1, 4 divided by 2. You will get the answer as 2. And the center is located here. You can say at the middle one, February. So this is, friends, for your understanding purpose, because last lecture also I have given all these details. And here you can see, you can note that whatever the number is there, we are just dividing it. So n plus 5 or whatever n is 5, we are dividing it by 5. Means weightage we are giving for that particular demand as 0.2, 0.2. If n we are taking as 3, then we are dividing it by 3. The weightage automatically will appear for that particular demand as 0.33, 0.33. We are not assigning any specific weightage to any of the specific content. So in this way, center of this moving average is there. And then let us proceed further. So weighted moving average method. So weighted moving average, we have seen, I have given you idea that in the simple moving average, only that divided by 3, weightage is 0.33 for each case, divided by 5, weightage is 0.2 for each case. Why I am telling this, friends, repeatedly? Because the simple moving average, weighted moving average, and based on this, again we have to go for that exponential method also. There are some different calculations are required in that exponential method. So in simple moving average, the equal weightage is given to first month, second month, that is all months. If organization want to assign more weightage to any of the month, for example, let us same example I will give that we have discussed in last time also. That example is the demand for bikes. So at this November, and due to Diwali, etc., more demand. So highest demand for bikes in the October, maybe Dasara related, and again somewhat lesser demand, and in the September very less demand. So here I want to assign the weightage as November should be multiplied by 0.5, then October should be multiplied by 0.3, and September should be multiplied by 0.2, because the demands are as in that level. So here weighted moving average. Here we will not go by divide. In that case, we are dividing by 3, means we are assigning indirectly the weightages as 0.33, 0.33, 0.33, equal weightages. Here we will assign the weightage based on the demand. So this is weighted moving average. Friends, this is the information. So without wasting much more time, let us start a numerical. Okay, so this type of numericals will be asked in your ISCs and in university examination also. So the numericals based on this type, and the next further type, that is exponential, and again one more type is there. Based on these all types, numerical will be asked in the examinations. Okay, so now let us start with problem number 1. So just take half minute, be ready so that you can be in a position to give the answers. I will give just 30 seconds. Okay, so assuming that you are ready, let us start. The first data on the CNC machine is shown below. compute the load on the CNC machine center using fifth moving average for the month of December 96. Okay. So this is the data given May 96. Load is not given. June, July, August, September, October, November. So you can see here 6 months data is given. Fifth moving average, you have to consider N as 5. You have to consider your N value as 5. I have to calculate for December. So here next month is December. So I will take the previous 5 months to December. So what will be the previous 5 months to December? So you can see here. This is 1, 2. Okay. So you can see here. This you will take November, October, September, August, July. Because it is mentioned that N is equal to 5. Okay. So I will say that this load for CNC machine in the month of December 96 is equal to load for November plus load for October plus load for September plus load for August plus load for July divided by 5. So you will get the answer that load for December. Okay. Now, what is asked the second? Compute the weighted 3-month moving average. See, weighted moving average is asked. For 3 months again it is asked. So let us go slowly. So 3 months and weighted moving average for December 96. So I will write on the another side now. Here this is I have written for solving the part number A. Now I will write here for solving part number B. The weighted moving for 3 months average for December. So let us take the 3 months from December. So this is 1, 2, 3. I will take this as 1, 2, 3. I will go in reverse order. Where the weights are 0.5 for latest month, 0.3 and 0.2 for other months. So latest month, if you consider December, the latest month will be November. So here you have to give the weight as 0.5. Here you have to give the weight as 0.3 and here you have to give the weight as 0.2. And you will multiply 970 into 0.5, 860 into 0.3 and 750 into 0.2. So this is your answer for second case. So these are the things required. So just take down the month and load, then we can put in the formula and we can proceed. Okay, so you have taken down all the values. Let us proceed further. So we will solve these two things, whatever is asked. So number 1 is the 5-month average forecast for December. So whatever the load, etc., it is in the language of numerical. What ultimately we require is nothing but the answer for January. 5-month average forecast. So what is asked that I will say here. Load on CNC machine for the month of December. So you can write here load on CNC machine for December. Now it is clear cut mentioned that take last previous 5 months. So what is taken? It is the December for November, demand for October, demand for September, demand for August, and demand for July. Feeling is wrong. Okay. Divided by 5. So 970 plus 860 plus 750 plus 675 plus 610 divided by 5. You will get the December is equal to, chat box is open. You can put your value. Very simple numerical that you can calculate. If you compare these numericals with any other subject like HMT or MD second, they are much more simpler. Okay, what is the value for this December? Load in hours is given. Therefore, I will also say the answer in hours. So please calculate and tell me the answer in hours. You will get answer and I will say it is in hours. Is it that much difficult? Just average of these 5 pointers is asked. You will get the forecast for December 1996 by taking the average of last 5 months. Now, what is the answer? Be fast. Chat is enabled. You can put your answer in the chat box. Nobody. Calculate. The chat box is on. Now you can put answers. Okay. So for some time the chat box is not on. I think 773. Okay. Let us proceed for next. Right answer. So I will mention here the answer is 773 hours. Okay, let us proceed to next part. Second part of this particular example. So here we have to calculate the forecast for December, but by considering the 3 months weighted average method, and the weights are also given. The weights are also given. Okay, so here you can say average forecast we have to calculate for December. So here also you can say whatever the three weightages are given 0.5, 0.3 and 0.2, and it is mentioned that 0.5 we have to apply to see here it is clear. 0.5 for latest month means 970 November. I will apply 0.5, 0.3 to previous to that, and 0.2 previous to that. So see here 0.5 into 970, 0.3 into 860, and 0.2 into 750. This will give you the average forecast by using weighted average method. Now also you can calculate and put the answer in the chat box. I will say demand for December, average forecast for the month of December 1996 is equal to, chat box is open. So you will get one answer, and this you can call it as the average, the answer calculated by average method. What is the answer? Okay, so 893. If you are getting any another, you tell. This is 1, 2, 3 student responded. 893 hours. So in this way, by using the method, you can see the difference between these two also. So here you can say the first answer is different and the second answer is different. So 773 and 893. These two answers are having the complete different methodology. So first answer is based on this methodology, that 5 months average without giving any factor or any importance to any of the month. And second method is giving 50% importance to November, 30% to October, and 20% to September. This is weighted average method. So this difference I want to highlight or to show you. Therefore, we have taken this type of one numerical. So now let us proceed further. One more numerical we will take. I will not give you here much more time for solving. Okay, so this is your numerical number 1. Now let us proceed for some different good numerical. So the data represent a sales figure of ABC company, any company, for 12 months for the year 1999. Compute 3-month moving average. 3-month moving average means what? Simple. Whether it is given January, February, March, take the month of January, February, March, go for add it, divide it by 3, and right in front of February, centering. I have given you idea that, for example, you are calculating for these 3 months, Jan, Feb, March, you will write in front of March. You are calculating for Feb, March, April, you will write in front of March. You are calculating for March, April, May, you will write at April. In this way, you have to proceed. So this is 3 months moving average. So here, for example, I am going for this January, February, March. So I will go for first just addition of these three. I will write here whatever the sum, and I will divide it by 3, and I will write here whatever the average. Similarly, for February, March, and April, I will write here the value, and I will divide it by 3, and I will mention here. Similarly, for next month, so I can say this month, and this month. Again, next I can say April, May, June. Next I can say May, June, July. Next you can say June, July, August. Next combination July, August, September. Like that you have to go up to your last combination will be here October, November, December. You cannot go and you will write in front of November, centering at the middle point, and then you will write here the value. So I will go for making it tabular format, and we will write down all these things. For your understanding, I have given you this idea. Like this one problem will be asked in your examination also. So this type and next type are important. So forecast the demand for January 2020. So here up to December it is given. We have to forecast, or we have to calculate the demand for January 2020. All here the things are 3 months. So I will forecast based on 3 months only. So for January, I will take the October, November, and December. Not these values, moving average. So let that we will discuss. That we will calculate the moving average, and what is this 910 plus 860 plus 950, whatever the thing, then that we will proceed further. Okay. Then if the actual demand for the month of January 2020 is 905. Now actual demand is given for January is 905. What should be the forecast for month of 2020? So in this case, what you will do? You will write here that is the month of January. This is the demand, and then you will take the November, December, January, and you can easily calculate for February. Don't consider this point in second case. Second case, we have to calculate with the value, and this value don't consider for case number 3. These two are completely different calculations as asked in the numerical. So we will proceed accordingly. So now this month and the sales, I will write in a tabular format, and I will show you. Let us see. This is the tabular format. Okay. So you can see here. Okay, so January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. For every month, the sale is given. For every month, the sale is given. Now, what is asked? I have to go for very first. The moving total. Actually, direct moving average is required. For your better understanding, I have mentioned one word, moving total. So for January, I want December, January, and February. So this will not be the center. I will start from the data. So I will add what is moving total. So I can say here 400 plus 490 plus 570. I will go for addition of these three. And I will write at the center. At it is 3 points. So 3 plus 1 divided by 2. So it will at the second place. So this is the moving total 1460. And if I divide it by 3, this is nothing but the I am taking the moving average 400 plus 490 plus 570 divided by 3. You will get the value 487. Neglecting the decimal or fraction, it is mentioned in the numerical only. So I will not undertake any of these points. Okay. Then I will change color for your better understanding purpose. Then I will proceed for next January, February, March. Now next method I will consider February, March, and April. See, February, March, and April. These 3 months. I will go for addition of these three. I will write here, and then I will divide it by 3, and I will write here. So this is moving total. This is moving average. We want this only. This is for your understanding purpose. That's how I am writing the table. Let us proceed further, friends. Next point I will go. I will take March, April, and May. 570, 500, 640. The total I will write here. Divided by 3, I will write here. At the center point, see, once again I will repeat. Here, these 3 months I am taking. If I will mention, highlight completely. These 3 months, March, April, May, and I am highlighting at the center. Okay, take next point. Take next point, I can say here. That is next month I have to take. Okay, so you can take these months, but these 3 months. So I can say here, I will take April, May, and June. But I will go for addition, and I will divide it by 3. It will be like this. So like this, you can go for all the cases, and you will get the different readings also. Now you can say, I will consider further these 3 months. The addition is here, and the moving average is here. Then further, so in this way, it will be continued up to last. So May, June, July, then further June, July, August, mention at the center and divided by 3. Then further I will proceed. July, August, September. I will mention here the addition, and I will write the sum here. So like this, you can proceed further. Next month I will take August, September, October. I will mark addition here and sum of the average here. Then September, October, November, addition and average. And at last you can say nothing but October, November, December. This is your average and this is your sum. So what I have done every time, you can clear cut, or you can understand that all the 3 months moving average is given. So everywhere I have considered this 3 months. I have gone for addition, and the center will be for every case n plus 1, 3 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 2. Therefore, every 3 months I have taken middle one as the center. So in this way we have proceeded, and now we have calculated this moving average for all the months. Okay. So you also calculate. I am this it is quite lengthy. Therefore, I am taking directly to further bit. Okay. So already we are having answer, but still as this part. So I will give you 1 minute to understand and to complete the calculation, and further we will proceed. So here you can see that for every 3 months, why there is dash for January and December, because we are not having the previous January data and next January data, previous December data and next January data. Therefore, we have not mentioned here. And now in the numerical, it is asked to calculate the further prediction for January. So it is 3 months average. So what I will do, I will take October, November, December, 910 plus 860 plus 950. So for taking part of this next type, I can say here. So next, what is asked for January? So I will take only this. Already the answer is with you, but we have to go for calculation part. 910 plus 860 plus 950 divided by 3. You are having already answer as 907. This is the answer for next type. So I will proceed further now, friends. Okay, so let us proceed for this next part. That moving average for the latest 3 months, I am calculating for January. It's a moving average, or I can say demand for January 2020. So I can take D December, D November, D October. 950 plus 860 plus 910 divided by 3. So you can say here forecast for month January 2020 is equal to, already I have given you answer. We have discussed that it is 907. Whatever units or hours, whatever is mentioned. So this is your answer. For the first case. Okay, now let us proceed further. Next part. Forecast for February 2020. If the January demand is 905, see, we have calculated 907, but we will not consider it. What is mentioned in the numerical? That assume January demand is 905 and proceed. So what I will do, November, December, January, 860 plus 950. I will highlight here. So you can say here, this is 860 plus 950 plus 905 divided by 3. Very simple. So I will calculate 860 plus 950 plus 905, because 905 demand is given. So calculate and let me know the answer very fast. Okay, so forecast for Feb 2020. So I will write here. Put the answer in the chat box. See, December and November are given in this numerical, and we have calculated for January 907, but it is clear cut mention in the numerical that take 905 for January. Therefore, we are taking the same value 905 for January. So calculate and let me know the accurate answer for this particular demand. So we can say here, let me know the answer for this demand. Put the answer in the chat box. So that we will finish the problem. Anybody answer? 905. Okay, the answer is else again. It is approaching the 905. So this is your answer. Demand for February 2020. So in this way, friends, we have to calculate the answers. And in this way, we have to solve the numerical based on this. So this is the we have taken for moving average and normal calculations. Next lecture, we will be discussing about this exponential smoothing method. So Thank you very much, and we will stop here.